Ronnie's appeared in all but 2 editions of the Welsh Open. Not the first in '92, and he missed 2013 when he had almost the entire year off, and then came back and won the world title again. It was an opportunity, albeit a tough one, for Tom Ford. Ronnie quickly up to the table, and what a treat for the crowd here this afternoon, Darren. Always a sense of anticipation when the Rocket's in town.
Yes, he knows how to fill an arena, that's for definite. Been a great player over the years, and I'd probably say in his latter years he's probably played the best snooker he's ever played on the tour anyway. Very exciting to watch. It's a game looked ridiculously easy. He's got a Rolls Royce Q action, but not on this occasion. He's covered the red to the left corner. He hasn't left anything easy, but it's early days, and even the great Ronnie O'Sullivan will suffer with a little bit of nerves and a little bit twitchy to start off. Players are the same until they get into their stride. Some get out the blocks quicker than others.
Well, we do have to remember, I suppose, that these players, these top performers who win 20 and 30 ranking titles, like John Higgins and Ronnie O'Sullivan, they are only human. That's a good start there from Tom Ford. He wouldn't have been expecting to come back to the table so soon after missing that long red. But here he is. O'Sullivan in the chair. Ford at the table. He's coming off the back of a really good run in Germany, actually.
6.
He beat Judd Trump, had a third career 147 against Peter Ebdon, and beat Mark King before succumbing
7.
in the quarterfinals to Ali Carter. So Tom does arrive here from Berlin with some form.
$14. $15. Sure.
Well, he looked like then he wasn't very happy with the connection yet. It didn't look like there was a kick. Obviously he thought there was. He's still on the black. Not as much an angle as he would have liked. No problem. He's got 2 loose reds. Before he's going to have to start looking about developing that cluster. Well, he's done exactly the same as Ronnie. He took his eye off the pot there, just trying to get low on the black to go into that cluster of reds. It's been a nervy start by both players.
Six. 7.
Amazing, really, Darren, when you think that
14.
guys like Ronnie and John Higgins, notwithstanding yesterday's defeat, of course, with John and Mark Williams, have been plying their trade at the top for, what, 24, 25 years. Certainly Ronnie,
Ronnie Sullivan 14.
at the age of 41, still looks like he's got plenty of magic in the tank, as was indicated by that 7th Masters title. These guys are proving you can still flourish into your early 40s.
Yes, it's done a complete turnaround, hasn't it? You know, when it first burst onto the scene, snooker that is, it was dominated by the elder generation, and then went to the younger generation and was there for quite a few years, in between 22 to 30. That's where all your winners was, and now all of a sudden it's turned right back around, late 30s, early 40s. So it's given a lot of players out there now hope that they haven't missed the boat. He pots a good long red. It's a positive shot. He's gone for this thin brown with the green pocket. Been a little bit fortunate. There was a good pot on the brown. He deserves a little bit of run. Cannon this red nicely to the left centre. You can't help feel that if Ronnie O'Sullivan had probably had the same thought pattern as what likes of Steve Davis and Stephen Hendry had throughout their career, he would have smashed all the records with the talent that he's got. That's without a shadow of a doubt. Like all great geniuses, sometimes flawed. I think he'd be first to say over the years that sort of gone in and out of form and the way he feels about the game, and obviously it's affected his play.
11.
And yet that unpredictability has made him even more appealing to watch.
Like all geniuses, I think this is just a common trait with him, and you are right. He's you know, a bit like with
Ronnie Sullivan 15.
just shows you these pockets are not easy. That was very close. He's just caught the jaw. He's played it at the right pace as well. You will have thought that was going in. It's all about this next shot now from Tom Ford. He's going to have to develop the reds. You want to go into the red to the left of the cluster. Could even play into the red just above the black. Well, he's missed them altogether. He's played for the red that I suggested, just to the left of the cluster, and he's just got into the cue ball too much.
8.
That's what he's tried, just to get the flick off the end red. Been a funny sort of a start, this first frame.
Then 4, 8.
We saw some excellent safety exchanges late last night between Dave Gilbert and Ryan Day. Amazing what some of these players can do with the cue ball. Dave Gilbert seemed to have a magnet in the ball, pulling it back to the top cushion. He has a go there, but it's safely back on the cushion.
Yes, that was a clever shot, that one. He knew he was always going to be going close to the green, and if the red had gone in, he just rolled up behind that green ball. He's forced an error from Tom Ford. None of the balls are really easy to get on. Roll through for the black or stun up for the blue or pink. And that was way off. Comes straight across there. Straight across the cue ball, that one. I was just about to say he's feeling a good mood to play the harder red, because this red on this left corner was unmissable for him. Tom Ford, you would feel he must take chances like this to have any kind of chance in this match. He's had a couple this first frame. You can guarantee as the match goes on, they're going to become fewer.
One.
Shake of the head there from the 33-year-old Leicester-based player. Grew up learning his craft in Willie Thorne's legendary club. He's disappointed with himself there.
8.
Yes, and the thing is, with Tom Ford, he doesn't get to play on the match table that much, the TV table. He'll normally be playing on the outside tables more often than not.
9.
This match table shouldn't play any different in theory, but it does. Different lights and so forth. Don't know why that is exactly, but always has done right away through my career. I always felt that when you got out on the TV table, it played slightly different to the outside tables. Obviously Ronnie's used to playing on the match table, plays say 90-95% of his matches on the TV table. So there is a little difference.
16.
They tried to dislodge one of those two reds, but the cue ball just bounced straight back.
Yes, he wanted the cannon in off the edge of it, the cannon onto the other one to push it towards the right corner. Like Rob said, he just caught it full in the face. Cue ball carries on running. It's going to be a very, very good shot. He's got Ronnie now. No kind of trouble with that one. He'd love to just drop onto the red on the top cushion. To do that, he's going to have to come off 2 cushions. Just missed the red. Here's the left cushion. Slide past. It's the slide past. So he got the pace right. He has. It's a very good shot.
Both players there acknowledging the efforts of the other. Ronnie tapped the table with his cue when he was put in that awkward position. Tom Ford just tapping his right palm on the table as he came down to address this one. Great etiquette being adhered to, as is always the case in these matches.
It was a tentative one from Tom. He was sort of trying to woo that ball down the table, trying to help it, fresh air to push it down there. Ronnie might think there's a bit of value in going for this red, knowing that the red is so tight on the top cushion. Might have liked to play the safety shot, but this is worth a shot. And you can't do him any better than that. If anything, he's just lost the cue ball, which that's the pace to tail. What a terrific strike that was. So it's around the table now. And this looks very good as well. There's 2 top draw shots. He needs another one now. He'll just be concentrating on the pot here, just dropping the red in.
9.
And all of a sudden, it looks like he's sparked into life.
Sixteen. Eighteen.
That's why people love watching him, because even in a scrappy frame he can produce a moment of magic. Oh dear.
Ronnie Sullivan, 18.
Commentator's curse there. Brilliant to put himself in the position of winning the frame, but he's left the door open here for Tom Ford.
It's all square. Still needs brown, blue and pink.
7.
All about this shot now, blue to pink. He'd love to have been able to got to that without using the rest. Probably use 1 cushion, bottom and left hand side. Needs the cue ball to run.
12.
It's okay. That's the frame over. He's just potting the black for a bit of potting practice. So it has to be said, this first frame has been a bit of a scrappy affair.